Okay, so this is just going to be a quick tutorial about changing the colors on your segments. So the easiest way, if you don't like any of the colors and you want to brute force changing all of them, is to press the L key, and that will give you completely new colors on every segment that is in the data set. Just one thing about this is you cannot undo it, so if you liked a set of colors you had before, there's no way to return to that, so that's fine if you don't like the colors that you currently have, but it's just something to keep in mind. And then another way that you can change colors is up here using one of these little color pickers here. So for this, there's multiple ways to change the color. You can use the slider bar. Let me do one that's a little more easily visible. So you can change it in the slider bar down here. You can change the RGB values. You can move this color picker around to different places. And you can also change this to different things, including hex codes. So if you have a color you like, you want to copy it in, you can change that here. Okay, so once you've changed a color, you can see that the standard one will have just no border around it, and if you change it to something different, then it ends up with this white border around it. You can also revert back to the original color that it was by right-clicking on one of these. So if I right-click on these, they're going to change back to whatever color was the default. So if I press L, though, it's gonna be a different default. So now the default is gonna be this color here. So if I change the color here and then I right click, it's gonna go back to the default that I had clicked after pressing L. So that's just something to keep in mind. Yep, so that's everything about changing colors on your segments. This is something you might do fairly frequently just because the default color picker tends to like to pick similar colors, especially if it's something that you have an interest in working on. Tends to like to pick colors that are very close to each other. So there you go.